Okay, back again. Had a little mishap, but that's okay. We're finishing Keena Ford, and at the very last point, Keena's mom had come by and caught her lying to her teacher and had just told her that your teacher, spent time making you a birthday cake. When it wasn't your birthday, maybe you didn't lie on purpose, but you did not tell the truth either. I am very disappointed in you. She frowned at me. Then she said something that was even worse than being disappointed. She said, I want you to go back in that classroom right now and tell your teacher and your classmates the truth. Yes, ma'am, I whispered. Then I stood still for a long time. Now, Keena, she said. When we walked back into the room, all the other girls were sitting at their desks eating cake. Your cake is on your desk, Keena, Miss Campbell said, and she saved a piece for you, and we saved a piece for you as well, Miss Ward, she told my mom. Thank you, Mrs. Campbell, but Keena has something she needs to tell you and the class, my mom said. Go ahead, Keena. I looked at the floor. My birthday is February 9th, I mumbled. Speak up, Keena, my mother said sternly. I closed my eyes tightly. My birthday, I said louder, is February 9th. I opened my eyes to look at Miss Campbell. She looked at me and then at Mom. I'm afraid I don't understand, she said. Keena wrote her birthday backwards, Mom explained. So you thought her birthday was today. Then she did not tell you the truth. I'm very disappointed in her behavior, and I'm very sorry that you went to all the trouble to make a cake. Then Mom turned and looked at me. Keena, she said, I'm going to have to think about your punishment. I will see you at home after school. Then she left the classroom. I stood in front of the room alone. I felt very, very small. Miss Campbell took a piece of cake off my desk. She looked very serious. Keena, I know this started as a numbers mistake, but you should have told me the truth. So you do not get to eat any cake. And you know what else? I waited for her to send me to Mr. Linneman's timeout class, but she didn't. She said, I think we need a lesson on how to write the date using numbers. Take your seat, Keena. Mrs. Campbell showed us how to use numbers to write the date. Even though I will never, ever forget how to write the date using numbers, I think I'll stick to writing out the names of the month from now on. When I got home, Mom said, Keena, I have decided that you will not be allowed to watch TV or have dessert for 1 whole week. I also want you to go to your room right after dinner and think about what you did wrong. I nodded. Also, she said, I bought you a bottle of ginger ale when I thought you were sick, but you lied to me about being sick, so I'm going to give your ginger ale to Brian, your brother. I nodded again, but I felt sad. Ginger ale is my favorite drink. I also felt sad because I knew Brian would make fun of me when he heard about my big fat lie. 8 p.m. that evening. Brian just came into my room. He was holding the ginger ale bottle. Mom told me about your fake birthday, he said, and that was really dumb, Keena. I know, I said. I was wondering why you were asking me about all those questions. Brian smiled like he was about to laugh at me. I felt my face get warm again. Then Brian said, sorry you got so confused. He set the ginger ale bottle down on my bedside table. You can have that if you want, he said. Then he started walking out of the room. Don't tell Mom, he said over his shoulder. Thanks, Brian. I didn't think he heard me. So I got a piece of white paper and some crayons out of my art box. I drew a tall boy wearing shorts and a t-shirt. Best brother, I wrote in big letters. Even though I wasn't supposed to leave my room, I tiptoed into the hallway. Brian's door was closed. I slid the paper under his door and ran back to my room. I looked at the ginger ale. It felt like a birthday present. I put the bottle in a drawer and jumped into bed. There's the picture she drew for him. Pretty nice of her. And that's the end of this section. See you next time.